We engage in behaviors for different reasons. For example, maybe I hit because I want your attention. I hit because I want a cookie. I hit because I don't want to get ready for bed. So all of those reasons are different. Even though the behavior is the same, hitting, I'm doing them for different reasons. So we want to be responding based on why we're doing it, not what it looks like. So if I were to respond to hitting, let's say the time that I'm doing it for attention, by saying something like, you don't hit, you keep your hands to yourself, well, that behavior just got what it wanted. It got attention. Second thing is that challenging behavior happens and continues to happen because our kids are reinforced for it. It works for them. It pays off. So what we want to do is give our kids a replacement behavior that's easier to engage in and more effective than the challenging behavior. So the replacement behavior is the one that they use, not the challenging behavior. We want to make it so easy for them to engage in this alternative behavior that becomes their go-to response. So for example, let's say your child's hitting or biting because they want your attention, then we're just going to teach them to say mom. Let's say your child, you ask your child to get ready, but they're in the middle of finishing a tower and they want to continue, then we're just going to teach them to say, can I put one more block on? Or maybe your child's a little bit older and they get frustrated when they don't understand something and they stomp and storm off when you're in the middle of a conversation. Instead of saying, I'm talking to you, we don't do that. We would want to say, you could just tell me, this is a little confusing. Can you explain that again? So those are just some examples of how we want to give our kids a replacement behavior that serves the same function as the challenging behavior. It has to get the same outcome, or our kids are just going to continue using the challenging behavior. A lot of people say, oh, I gave my kid a replacement behavior, it's not working. It's likely because it's not being reinforced, you're not honoring it, or the function was misidentified. And the other thing we just want to keep in mind is telling your child to take a deep breath while they're engaging in challenging behavior. Our kids usually are not in the right state of mind to respond to that. When we are also responding to behavior based on the function, if we stop what we're doing to tell our kids to take a deep breath, then again, we could be accidentally reinforcing the behavior. So for example, if your child's engaging in behavior for your attention and you tell them to take a deep breath, well, that behavior just got a lot of good high quality attention. Mom's looking at me, she's telling me to take a deep breath. This worked. I'm gonna do it again in the future. Or let's say your child hits you because they don't want to get ready for bed and you respond by saying, take a deep breath. Well, now getting ready for bed just got delayed. So that's why we always want to be responding based on the function, giving our kids a different behavior to engage in that's easier, that will get their needs met so they don't have to use the challenging behavior anymore.